just be like, man, you guys want to come over and play some Smash 2?
That's pretty good. I'm glad it came from a Melee player,
And it's just
too.
like, I'm just so here for it.
But Balance actually starting out with the Ryu this time. He's been going a lot of Mewtwo today.
Yeah.
And I think, honestly, Ryu's just such a better, a better doubles character, two, a better pair for Diddy Kong.
Yeah.
Diddy Kong can rack up all that damage, so if you can just throw out a few Shoryus now and then, that's going to be enough.
Because, I mean, Diddy's pretty consistent at, getting those kills in a singles environment, but it's like, sometimes they don't come till
Right, up smash is
150.
3 hits, so the other player's partner will have time to potentially get there. But Bayonetta, apparently the new doubles meta.
Bayonetta. Dad jokes coming in strong.
Even though Sm4sh, quote-unquote, dropped this character. Actually, both of these teams have someone who frequently dropped their character and then picked them back up shortly thereafter.
See, like, I kind of have that with Sonic, but I just like to think that we just don't see eye to eye right now. I don't feel creative. We're in a rough patch in our relationship.
But we get to see a stage with platforms this set. Battlefield is the pick. Red team off to a really nice start.
I think it's interesting the way these teams are both constructed because it's like they each have one character that's pretty mobile and then another character that's not. Ike's not the most mobile and neither is Ryu.
Right. But they both hit hard.
They both
the other
hit.
one, yeah, there's also a character who is very good at combos and damaging, but might struggle to find a kill in doubles, and then a character that hits like a truck.
Yeah.
But red team keeping the stage control until just then.
God, Cookie Tick is so good at doubles.
The
man.
footstool? Was that intentional balance? That was so good. You don't normally get to give Bayo like that, but that was really clean.
But then Bayo comes back and takes care of business.
Taking Nameless off the top, and now we have an even game again. Ike barely living that Shoryu. Rage Ryu is very scary.
Despite Bayonetta's weight and her kind of sometimes clunky neutral, I can see her just being such a huge pain for Ryu to have to deal with.
Very much so. Ooh, Balance eats the back air, and now Blue's team is up a stock. That was a great use of the neutral B by Sm4sh, because otherwise, Cookie Tick was actually going to have a lot of trouble getting back to stage.
Yeah. And Bayonetta's one of those characters where she has such a good projectile that opponents have to respect, but if they hit their partner, it's not usually detrimental.
And the key is it's cancelable, so it's not even that much of a commitment from her typically.
Yeah.
But we have Cookie Tick still holding on to this first stock. This is not a character you want to live.
No. Ooh,
40.
gets the kill from his teammate. And gets them both.
Tatsu almost actually saved Diddy Kong, because that fair was definitely going to kill him.
Yeah.
That was...
I like the idea on that witch time by
Sm4sh, yeah.
Sm4sh.
And it was smart to go for the down air, because that's actually the strongest spike when your opponent's at 0. And Ryu's recovery is notably not great.
Ooh, and there. Ooh. I don't know if this is what was actually happening, but I feel like I could feel Balance smashing out Shoryu from all the way over here.
Yeah, that was distracting enough that I honestly missed a little bit of what happened with Nameless's stop.
Oh, it gets the reappearance from the bats. Balance not completely out of it yet, but it looks pretty bad.
How intimidating did that look? Ike charging quick attack with Bayo pointing her guns through it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, what angle!
Extra.
Cookie, leave him alone! He's dead! He's dead!
Dead!
The poor guy!
Stay free! Stay free!
That was really... It looked close for a bit, and then...
They're just... Floodgates just opened. Like
Slayin just really took it out. And they're going to FD?
I think so.
You think?
I think so.
I'm so happy you're here with me.
I know. I'm sorry, you're here to make me look good, not the other way around.
You always look good.
Oh my god, you always look good.
But not sure. I think I like the pick, because they don't have as much room. Blue team doesn't have as much room to get away from like Ryu, or like platforms and things rather.
Or that room to kind of extend their combos.
Right, vertically.
Because even Ike, if he gets like a grab, you know, he can land on a platform, either grab them again or just, you know, use it as a mix-up in his approach to that combo.
Right, the Witch Twist is a lot safer when she can land on a platform. But so far, Nameless is like just playing avoidance. And I think that's kind of how this team should work.
Yeah.
Is Nameless just doesn't get hit, you know, puts in some damage, and then WiiU essentially has 4 stocks to shore you through.
Yeah.
She a lot more
basically get the kills, you know?
Yeah. Ooh, misses the command grab on Ike and hits balanced.
Because the way that I'm getting this is I feel like Red Team likes the Cookie Tech balanced matchup, and I can definitely like see that in theory because Ike doesn't have a lot of multi-hit moves, and balanced is really heavy on focus right now.
Sm4sh not quite recovering back, loses his first stock as well. Red Team is up 2 stocks with a very healthy Diddy Kong.
He gets his partner again.
Still living though, which is absolutely scary because what? It's another 20-30%, and then Shoryu's going to start killing things.
Yeah, and I mean this happened to. He gets them both! Oh no! I thought that rage would be enough to get Bayo too, but this exact situation happened to the blue team last game where Cookie Tech didn't lose his his first stock until after 2 minutes
He shorted Ike while in Witch Time. The awareness from balance there was pretty real. You know, balance is happy to hit the Shoryu button. Yes, I'm aware it's not actually a button and it's a specific input.
Can you imagine how good a Shoryu macro would be? Like,
God, it'd be terrifying.
You don't even have to think about it.
What? Ooh, fair taking out Diddy Kong's first stock. Ooh. Dash attack taking out Balance second stock.
I think he caught him DIing out there a little bit because it looked like he was trying to just go to ledge and, you know, reset his position.
And it's so hard because WiiU really doesn't get that much momentum in the air.
No.
Like, he can't change it unless he jumps. Just Shoryu.
Yeah.
Nameless with shield.
Maybe he got confused.
Oh,
He's
man.
preparing for singles later, obviously. He's just like, I have a feeling that we're going to play today, so I just got to get this in while I can.
Cookie Tick taking Sm4sh's third stock.
Ooh, I like that combo from Sm4sh. He's definitely going for single hit Witch Twist, but just wasn't able to get it.
Ooh, and this bullet pressure is really nice because honestly, Cookie Tick was having some struggles at the ledge there.
He eats that back air and loses his final stock.
And now it's just one Ike.
And Bayo's smashes are just like such a commitment when you have a WiiU just kind of standing right next to you. And a Diddy not far behind. Good wait from Nameless to wait out the hitbox from that guy.
Eats a Shakunetsu to the face though. And now, again, making this look doable. This is terrifying for Nameless.
Almost dying to that up air though, but
there it is.
Okay, there it is.
All right, 1-1.
Yeah.
I think this stage really helped them there.
So did I, because there wasn't much ground for blue team to kind of seek when they were in distress, you know? And I feel like they really got a lot out of that in game 1.
Yeah, I completely agree. But now we have Godslayin's counter pick. We did see the Lucina come out in dire situations last set for Godslayin, so it's very possible. It was a very clean Lucina. Very clean.
And I like the idea of a switch like that just because it gives their team more mobility. And it's just another avenue for them to exploit WiiU's lack of it.
That's very true. And it does give him a pseudo multi-hit in side B, which also helps with focus attack potentially.
And it could change how Red Team approaches the match too. Ooh, and Balance loses one early.
Wow.
He was trying to do a string of nairs into down air, but just kind of went too deep for it.
He took the SD.
We'll see if that changes how he kind of wants to go about things. After, losing a stock 10 seconds in, and his partner already losing one too.
And then Shoryu, that was a very clean.
That DI looked pretty.
Yeah, it was
pretty sus.
Not great. I think he was trying to DI away from it, but it
he ended up DIing into it.
Go well, yeah.
He went straight up.
But for having SD'd very early, Red Team's not that far behind.
Yeah. I think Paul's definitely the X factor here. If we can have another game like game 1 where he holds onto his stock for 2 minutes, but clearly not happening. But
taking him off the top again.
Great answer from
Sm4sh's on
Sm4sh.
point with those combos right now. Now it seems like the strategy is going to be let Cookie Tick keep people busy until Steven just kills people.
I like that focus there from Balance, staying strong in his resolve.
Jab hitting both red team members.
Ryu's without a
Bullet's
jump.
taking the jump. Can't get the edge guard though.
No. Jeez.
In case you were DIing correctly, eat this back air. But another
just to be sure. See, like, it feels like this game is just so swung in one direction, but it's actually
every time
actually
blue team does something really good, red team's typically quick to answer it. And honestly, the difference between the game right now is just that SD from Balance. They're down one stock, and he lost that real early.
Sm4sh opting not to really overextend on a lot of these potential edge guards on Nameless. Ooh, there's another Shoryu. See that? It seems like that's how this team can like live and die. Is like if Balanced is getting Shoryu consistently, they're gonna do well. But if he can't,
I mean, it wasn't exactly a save because Ike wasn't gonna die from that. But Sm4sh preventing the punish was really cool with that down air.
Yeah. Ooh. Looked like that could have been a really explosive combo from Balanced and Sm4sh. Getting to ledge though, letting his partner kind of take the initiative.
And now we have the 2v1.
There it is.
Had the 2v1. I think the smaller overall stage let Slayin do what they needed to do.
Yeah.
They could exert constant pressure just by how proximity, essentially.
And if it's not banned, Town's coming out. You have to think that Town's the place to go.
And they're running it back. I'm guessing they banned, and from the modified DSR, they couldn't go back to FD anyway.
Yeah. And I mean, like, most people tend to just ban Lilat straight away when you get to the level that, these players are all at. But sometimes it's like, I'm not going to waste my ban on Lilat. I know you're not going to take me there anyway.
Red team might have actually banned Lilat when they won.
Yeah.
Because Bayonetta and Ike both do really well in Lilat. But blue team has no problem going there. Let's see if Balance not SDing and Sm4sh SDing makes a difference in this game.
Yeah. But with, the synergy that, Cookie Tech and Sm4sh seem to have is, very real where, they're not panicking about being down and they're just kind of, it seems like they're working that much harder to just get a conversion when they need it.
And they're both doing a very good job of, whenever their partner's comboing somebody, of not necessarily, helping the combo, but keeping the other person away.
Like inserting themselves into the...
Oh no! That was his partner! Why? The monkey didn't deserve it!
I mean, let's be honest, the monkey always...
Yeah, you're right. It's probably animal abuse, though.
Since September of 2015,
All right, and we've got Balance taken off the side, and now even stocks.
Doesn't get the sweet spot of that down air, though.
I honestly, it's hard for me to envision where that sweet spot is. Sometimes I feel like it spikes when I don't think it's going to, and sometimes it doesn't spike when I think it's going to.
You think it just needs to be that strong part of his face.
Oh! Cookie Tick finishing off that stock. Clearly, the blue team is not upset about being down, like you were saying earlier.
Like sometimes when things just kind of happen in double, sometimes it snowballs, and you can kind of see that in a lot of teams play.
Forward tilt taking out Bayo and the forward smash taking out Ike. And blue team is now down to snow. Oh!
Oh, jeez!
The down smash for real.
He was only at like 60%.
Yeah, he was not very high. Steven was apparently upset about the previous engagement. I think one thing red team's actually struggling with right now is whenever Steven does get a combo, they're not even really trying to interrupt it.
No. And I mean, Ryu doesn't have a lot to be able to do that. I mean, he could probably use both of his jumps and Shoryu maybe, but like he just can't get in any direction in the air fast enough.
Ooh! Misses the Shoryu by a little bit. Didn't think Nameless was actually going to throw. Shoryu not taking Ike's stock, but Cookie Tick is in the 2v1 situation.
Ooh, that was a nice attempt at a cross-up of Balance that worked. Ooh, jeez.
You know how close you are to dead when you hear yourself perfect shield Shoryu? It's like, oh, well, I was like a frame from dying. Well,
takes his partner out just for good measure.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
He didn't even technically die. So.
He would have been in a lot of trouble if Diddy Kong had died, but not Ike.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he did miss Assure You earlier, so I'm sure he just wanted to make sure that he hit it that time.
2-2. That was a nice game. That was a nice back and forth game.
Agreed. Honestly, the past 2 games have all been determined by one very crucial mistake by the team.
And it happened early.
Right. So the fact that it's been a close game every time, the composure on the teams has been really nice. So Smeller Feet gets the ban. Godslayin gets to choose a stage. Guessing Smeller Feet bans Lilad.
Probably.
So I wouldn't be surprised if we go back to Battlefield. No, they probably banned FD. No, wait. They like FD.
Lilad. So maybe Town was a potential ban, maybe.
Do you want to jump on the MVD bandwagon and say that you love Lilad?
I love Lilad. I've never said that it's good or that it should be around. I'm just saying that I like it a lot.
Have you ever said that it's beautiful and perfect?
Yes, I have. I retweeted a tweet earlier this week.
Glad you specified that what you retweeted was a tweet. It's pretty crucial.
I mean, just in case there was any ambiguousness there.
Ambiguity.
Oh,
It's out of the Shore You. I like that balances panic option, even when Witch Time is Shore You. And I do wonder if that extends the frames of Shore You or not. Can you imagine?
I think at certain parts of it, it would, right?
I would imagine, but like a 10-frame Shore You sweet spot, that's terrifying.
Oh my god. I don't even want to think about that. Ooh.
Gets the shield break. Cookie Tick saving with the up air. And gets the shield break.
He gets his own shield broken.
What is this game?
He recovered really nicely from that. Oh, he gets him!
Such a smooth team combo.
That was so good from balance. He went up there for it, but, I mean, kind of makes him pay for it.
Bayo at really high percents. Diddy kind of high. Ooh.
You know,
Cookie Dick looking for that stop.
You know, Diddy Kong's really one of the only characters that has the tools to really combat Bayonetta. Oof. Up tilt. Through the platform.
And he probably had the fresh bonus on that up tilt, too.
And a lot of rage.
Yeah.
So, bingo!
Oh, almost killing him.
Not quite.
60. But almost. Like,
almost.
He was a heavy boy.
He got BING, but he ain't got the O. But she said bingo.
Now I'm just imagining.
Oh, he gets letter!
Oh, no. Stage coming in for blue team.
I'm sure he said something mean about this beautiful and perfect stage. It's karma. In the cruelest sense.
The run-up Shore You. That was really smart.
That was dangerously close to hitting Nameless. I mean,
he was hit Nameless. Nameless is just a 25.
I mean, okay.
And now, honestly, even with the Lilat, red team's in a lead. Slight, and only percent, but a lead nonetheless.
Yeah, and it's kind of on Cookie Tick to kind of keep this.
Ooh.
He gets perfect shield on that up smash. Ooh, he almost fell out of the up smash from Diddy Kong, too.
And now, blue team's down to their last stocks, and so is red team. We have a game.
He air dodged.
Ooh. Ryu at 87%.
Jeez, I saw Steven Shark was hungry for Ryu right there.
I mean, you want to take this man out.
Yeah, you do.
You don't want to die at Shore You at this percent. Like, Bayo's weirdly close to dying right now.
When it looked like he missed an input on that normal that he wanted, I think he wanted up tilt there. Or a soft down tilt.
And that focus attack not clipping Cookie Tick.
Ooh, he spot dodged!
That was so good!
From center stage!
Getting his teammate out there, because Shore You's going to kill, so, like, I think Cookie Tick's just playing protect my partner.
No! He catches his DI!
And now we have a 2v1. Nameless in a bad situation.
Ooh, tries for the down air. Monkey flip on Cookie Tick. See, it's hard. Who do you want to take the initiative here? Because, you know, Bayonetta can kind of deal with Diddy Kong, but
is this going to lead to the stock?
That's totally it.
That
the
combo, though.
How many times have we seen Sammy die to these combos from Bayonetta?
Learn to SDI.
Learn to SDI. Red team's certainly Made it interesting.
Yeah, no, that was...
'Cause after that first game, I was real worried.
But they kept making it close. Balance never stopped shoryuing.